Hi guys, how are you? My legacy leaders. Hello, hello. I'm gonna tag some of y'all that are just up top here or online right now. Hello, hello. Happy Tip Tuesday. Look at all these people. Hi guys. Tagged a bunch of y'all. Hello. Let's turn this down a little bit. Hey Mindy. I feel like I never catch you when I'm live. So I'm excited that you're on. Hello guys. So, oh no, I just lost it. Let's see if it'll come back up. Okay. Hello guys. I'm just gonna give it literally 30 seconds. And then I'm gonna get started. So I hope y'all are having a good week. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. There it is. Okay. I had something pulled up and then I X'd out of it. So I wanted to come on here, Happy Tip Tuesday, and talk to you about comparison. Because I've noticed here recently that we have had a few people, especially leaders, comparing themselves. And I feel like that's something that's done a lot in our business, and it's hard not to, right? Because a lot of us have the same goals. A lot of us want the same things out of our business. But I'm here to tell you that the comparison game is a game that you're never going to be able to win. Sad but true. You're never going to be able to win the comparison game. So I have two quotes on here I wanted to read to y'all. The first one is, comparison only leads to one of two things: pride in believing that you are better than others, or low self-esteem, falsely believing that others are better than you. Okay? So that's a game you ain't gonna win. Neither belief is beneficial or accurate. So it's literally a lie. Remember, no one in the world, in the entire world, can do a better job at being you than you. Okay? So comparison only leads to one of two things: pride in believing that you're better than others, which we all know those people, or low self-esteem, falsely believing that others are better than you. And neither one of those beliefs are true or beneficial for you, right? Because no one is better at being you than you. And I think that just speaks, and I'll share that to the page, that speaks so much. And it's really one of those things where we have to be aware that we're comparing ourselves, okay? I had someone the other day say, wait, where did my notes go? I had someone the other day say, I am scared to be a director because I won't be able to do the things that Susie Q is doing. Hey, Brittany. And it hit me hard for a few reasons. One, because this person is literally amazing in many different ways, as many of you are. But the fact that the belief of her thinking was that she wouldn't be able to do it like the other person who is already there is doing it, is going to hold her back from doing something that she wants to do, okay? And that hit me hard, because comparison is not the kind of motivation that you want. Comparison does not equal motivation. And I say that because a lot of times we'll see things in this business. We'll see people killing it. We'll see people doing all the things. We'll see the successful people by maybe numbers, or by how many people they're sponsoring, or how big their team is. And we'll compare ourselves to that. And there's a difference between thinking that's motivation and saying, oh my gosh, like I want that. That's not comparing, but saying, I could never do that. I could never have a group that size. I could never do those things because XYZ, right? And there's a huge difference in being around and surrounding yourself with people and them maybe not even knowing that they are motivating you, and using it as a comparison game, and maybe a who can get on top faster, or who can be more successful this month, or whatever it is that I've heard many people in this business say. But I want you to use what you see in others as an inspiration instead of a comparison. Y'all have heard me say this before, but you cannot compare my day 3060 to your day 360, right? You cannot compare someone else's time in their business to your time in this business, because everyone is going to do things differently. Everyone's going to promote at different rates. And that's not a bad thing either. I just want to say, just because you're doing it slower, just because it may be taking you more time than other people, that's not a bad thing. It's actually probably a good thing, because you're laying the foundation in what matters. A lot of people in this business, they'll promote really fast, hence our hyper growth during COVID. But now they're struggling to keep up with that. They promoted so quickly that they don't have the foundation of a good, strong business, and now that's what they're working on. They're going back to laying the foundation of their business and doing the things that we are always telling you guys to do, okay? So faster doesn't mean better. And that should be something that you take into account when you're looking at other people in our business, okay? So I want you to see the people that you, the things that you see in others. I want you to use that as an inspiration and not a comparison, like I said. No matter what you think about someone, in or outside of this business, less or more than what you think you are or aren't, it doesn't matter, because you're not them. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what it took for them to be at that, where they are at that time in their business. You don't know what it exactly took for them to get there, to be that successful. You never, ever truly know unless you're them. And realizing all of this that I'm saying is going to help yourself, and it's going to make it easier for you not to compare, because there is no comparison, especially in this business, because your business is not my business and my business is not your business. Kara's business is not Brittany's business. Brittany's business is not Mindy's business. None of those three people, me included, 4 people, work the same. None of us have the same life. None of us have the same family life. None of us have the same extra activities. And that leads me to my next point, that social media is a highlight reel. And we talked about this in our social portion of Classes in Session. Gonna plug it that you need to watch that if you haven't fully watched that. But you never truly know, because what you see on social media is not real. People get to pick and choose parts of their life to share on social media, and usually it's going to be the filtered, pretty, perfect, clean, perfect side of life. I don't know another word for perfect, but no one's, very rarely, unless they're not aware, are going to post their struggles, or unless they're intentionally saying, I'm going to share my struggles with you, because that's just not human nature, and it's not what social media is actually intended for, right? So, I wanted to say all of this to just remind you that if you are comparing, or maybe you catch yourself comparing to people, we have to write these things down. We have to remind ourselves of these things. We have to put our blinders on, and we have to focus on you for you. You have to focus on your business for your goals. You have to focus on the things that you want, so you can get what you want out of this business. If you don't want to be an SSD, that's fine. If you don't want to be a director, that's fine. If you want to stay where you are, if you're comfortable of what you're doing, that's fine, right? But we're not going to take the comparison game and say, I want this because I know she has this. Or she makes director or SD look really easy. I could never do that. Trust me when I say every single director, every single star director, every single superstar director inside and outside of our group has struggled. Inside and outside of their business. Okay? You may not always see that, but it's true because it's life. And no one's perfect. And I said this in our team meeting last night. No one's business is perfect. So if you're looking at someone and you think, wow, she's like really good at what she does. Like everything always seems perfect. She's always this. She's always top of the PRV. She's always la da da. One, you don't know what goes into that, right? And two, you don't know what's truly going on. Just because someone is a director at SD or SSD doesn't mean that they're getting paid at title, or maybe that they're even reaching their personal goals. Maybe they are paid at title, but they're not doing the amount of work or the level of work or success that they want to be at yet. And that's why we can't compare, because you're not them and we're not you. And I'm not you and you're not me. Okay? So I hear a lot of times people will say, I don't feel like a good leader because I don't do this. I don't feel like a good leader because I don't do what Susie Q's doing. We have to stop that comparison. Now, if you want to be a better leader, like I said, use what you see in someone as an inspiration to help your own business. But we're not going to put ourselves down or try and do better than someone else just for the fact of trying to be better than someone else. Okay? That is a game that you will always lose at. You will be very, what's the word I'm looking for? I had another quote up and I can't find it. Where did it go? If you're always comparing yourself, you're going to be very unhappy with who you are as a person, because you're never going to be able to have that catch up to that game of I'm better than so-and-so or I'm less than so-and-so. So we got to stop that. And I can't find the other quote, so I'll have to post it later. But I just wanted to come on here and just remind yourself, especially as leaders, because your team will follow your lead, that this is not a comparison game, that we are all here to help and support each other in where they want to be in this business and where they want to go in this business. And that is our job as a leader, to provide and offer these things to our teammates and not just our downline, and cut the comparison. I hope you all have a good day. I'll see you guys soon.